Boruto Uzumaki. Losing his family, being exiled by the whole village, and being hated by his friends did not make him despair. Even during the most difficult time in his life, when everyone wanted to kill him, he stayed true to his Uzumaki principles. Boruto Uzumaki, a ninja who since the age of 12 has been bearing the burden alone because of the actions of someone he considers as a brother. But even though at that time the most valuable person and also as his mentor was Sasuke, unfortunately he also had to end up becoming a tree and leaving Boruto alone. But with situations and conditions that are said to have no one else, it does not rule out the possibility for Boruto to develop into a strong and badass. And one of the most influential people in Boruto's development is Kashin Koji. And now, here are some of Boruto's badass moments at 15 years old. First, after disappearing for 3 years and returning to Konoha, Boruto's growth skyrocketed, mastering several techniques and jutsu that could be considered overpowered. The most impressive thing was when he came to Konoha for the first time. When Sarada was in danger because she was surrounded by Code and some Sumeaka troops, Boruto badass came at the right time and stepped on Code right in his face. This was Boruto's first truly badass moment. He was so cool that even Sumire and Sarada were completely mesmerized by his presence. And not only that, Boruto also at the age of 15 really became great and has mastered sword techniques so perfectly. Even with his speed and agility in using the sword, he easily slaughtered the entire Tsumeika army in one attack. Furthermore, he also managed to defeat Code as someone who was said to be stronger than Jigen in his base without karma. And once again, Boruto defeated Code in his base without karma. But of course, saying Code is stronger than Jigen is not a conclusion of my own or just nonsense. This is all based on Damon's confession to Code when he had just gained all his power after his limiter was removed. Second, Boruto's solo squads at the Divine Tree human base. As we know, with Koji's help, Boruto managed to locate the place where Code was keeping the Ten Tails. However, for the first time, Boruto was shocked to see that the Ten Tails' body had disappeared. And at the same time, Boruto gets a surprise attack from several Divine Tree humans, such as Mamushi, Matsuri, and even Hidari itself. What is very impressive is that he can compensate and defend from every attack of the Divine Tree human. And of course, he also managed to escape from the enemy base without leaving any scars. Third, he beat Mitsuki with perfect Sage mode without karma. After his fate with Kawaki was switched, Mitsuki's perspective on Boruto was completely reversed. Hatred and bloodlust want to kill so strong. Until one moment, Mitsuki had the opportunity to try to kill Boruto. Some of the ultimate techniques that Mitsuki has are used to kill him. But as a GOAT, Boruto really showed his level, which was much different compared to him. And at the age of 15, he also mastered a purple lightning technique perfectly. Even with the relentless attacks launched by Mitsuki, Boruto really showed that he was really badass. Until in the end, Boruto closed the battle with him by pointing the sword at Mitsuki's neck, and also as a form of proving who the sun is. Fourth, he beat Kawaki and made him look like a loser. After receiving information that Jura had arrived in Konoha targeting Naruto or the Tailed Beast, Koji informed Boruto that they had made their move. However, while Boruto was in Konoha, Kawaki managed to find him. Without any hesitation, Kawaki immediately attacked Boruto with black rods, but in an impressive display, Boruto effortlessly dodged them. And not just once, he skillfully avoided multiple attacks, making him look incredibly badass in this moment. 2 attacks to see how strong Kawaki is, and 1 punch to prove who is the strongest. Kawaki was so weak that Boruto only needed a single punch to take him down. Fifth, as an Otsutsuki, Boruto can already fly. As we know, not all shinobi have the ability to fly. In the Naruto universe, only the Tsuchikage possess the ability to move through the air. However, in Boruto's case, Amado himself stated that flying is a natural ability for the Otsutsuki. It was only a matter of time before Boruto would eventually be able to fly as well. Sixth, Boruto saves Himawari and Sarada at the same time. After an intense battle between Jura and Himawari, Kurama had yet to fully help Himawari match the power of a Ten Tails reincarnation. In various aspects of strength, Jura proved that his existence as a Divine Tree human was truly formidable. At the same time, Sarada was also struggling. Although she initially managed to take down Hidari with a single attack, his regeneration ability was far more impressive than expected. At his full potential, Hidari successfully overpowered Sarada and was on the verge of devouring her. But this was Boruto's ultimate badass moment. Not only did he save Himawari from the brink of death, but he also rescued Sarada in an instant using the Flying Raijin Jutsu, like grandfather, like grandchild. 7th, at the age of 15, he mastered a teleportation technique like his grandfather, Hiraishin no Jutsu. Basically, Boruto initially tried to control the potential of space-time ninjutsu, which he could previously only use spontaneously. Then he began utilizing metal objects as a medium to apply this ability, allowing him to move freely at will. By marking these metal objects with his chakra, Boruto could teleport effortlessly, similar to the jutsu used by his grandfather, Minato. What's even more impressive is that Boruto trained entirely on his own. With his genius and several attempts, he finally found an effective way to maximize the potential of the ability. There is even a moment Boruto shows us that reminds us of the flashback when Minato defeated Obito. When Sarada, who Boruto had previously saved, now Boruto and Sarada must fight against Hidari. When Hidari tried to trick Boruto with Sumeaka so he could devour Sarada, Boruto, who saw that, immediately threw a shuriken and teleported right behind Hidari and immediately paralyzed him with Rasengan. And clearly this is Boruto's badass moment that reminds us of Minato Uzumaki. 8th, Boruto mastered a new Rasengan technique called Uzuhiko, which is sourced from planetary chakra. Perhaps so far, this is Boruto's most impressive technique. He truly surpassed his ancestors in genius at only 15 years old. When Boruto got really fed up with Hidari for always returning to his base to regenerate when his body was injured, he decided to use an Uzuhiko Rasengan technique to destroy him in one strike. By utilizing chakra energy originating from the planet, the body of Hidari, who was hit by the Rasengan, was completely destroyed and left only a few parts of his body. And maybe that's just some of Boruto's badass moments at only 15 years old. But of course, in the next few futures, Boruto will certainly grow, and he will prove to his haters that Boruto is the real GOAT. And from some of Boruto's badass moments, which one is your favorite, guys? Oh yeah, if there are some parts I missed, please let me know, guys. Thank you for those of you who have supported this channel with likes and subs. I'm Nim. See you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye, Databayo.